Today we may experience enhanced communication, intellectual curiosity, a social charm. We are able to engage in stimulating conversations. We are able to pursue creative projects, and we can strengthen our relationships under this energy. We need to be mindful of potential challenges, absolutely, and we need to strive to maintain balance and authenticity in our interactions with others. So join me. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, gaining an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today, every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your Daily Focus, June the 4th, 2024. Today we have the energy of the 4. The 4 is about getting our ducks in a row. The 4 is looking at our foundation and is it solid? Can we build upon these things? Do we need to do more work so that we can build upon these things? It could be about home and family, embracing family members, traditions, cultures. If we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 6 plus a 4 plus an 8, and that is an 18 energy. The 18 energy is about allowing your self-expression to flow, allowing you to be authentically real in your passions, in your dreams, in your desires, in your approach, in your voice. That you don't muffle it, you don't pull back, you don't hide a part of yourself, but use all of your gifts, all of your talents to move you forward each and every day. 1 plus 8 is a 9, and it is about completions, endings, making space, making room for new beginnings to enter our lives. So maybe we're changing some habits, a behavior, part of our environment, our relationships. The sun is in Gemini, our moon's in Taurus, and Mercury. Mercury entered Gemini yesterday and has wasted no time in starting new conversations in the sky underneath this Gemini energy. So Mercury trines Pluto, okay, and that will... Our words could impact others. So be mindful when communicating with others. Practice empathy. But don't shy away from any kind of hard conversations. Our minds are strong. And that gives us an enhanced clarity and understanding of how to say what we want to say so that the dialogue remains positive. Look for ways to grow your knowledge, research, read a book, take a workshop. We are empowered right now to seek and share knowledge. And we can be very innovative with our thoughts. So take a look at troubled areas of your life. We do have the 4 energy, looking at our foundation, understanding if we have strength in all areas of our life. We will find solutions quite easily if we just give it our attention, our focus. Now, Mercury also conjuncts Jupiter, and that enhances how we share our thoughts, our ideas. Jupiter brings in the sense of optimism. Our horizons expand in our thoughts, in our words. It's time to think outside the box, envision possibilities of a new path, a future. And for a few of us, this energy could be quite easily a very visionary thought for something very large or very grand to enter your world, for you to walk going forward. So remain open-minded to what crosses your path today. Absolutely. And also this transit also encourages us to get curious about things, learn about new subjects, hone a skill. Now the sun conjuncts Venus as well today, and that's an energy we'll feel for probably the next 7 to 10 days. So take some notes, revisit this part of the reading, just to be reminded of its presence and what it means as an underlying energy going forward for us for a week or so. And I do include the timestamps for the daily, so you can go right to the numerology or the astrology or the cards to go back on a video to hear what I had to say again. And I hope the timestamps, helps to find the information just a little bit easier. Anyways, Sun conjunct Venus. We feel more comfortable around people. This is the time to socialize with purpose, perhaps, to get around other people, like-minded people, or people that have influence in helping you move forward in some way, or people that you just want to have as a new friend in your life. But get around people, socialize, have those conversations, grow our relationships deeper, and create new bonds along the way. Now, this is a time when we need to channel the intense creative energy we're gifted with into a project, especially if it has to do with a deep passion or desire of yours, or your dreams, the potential of your dreams. It could be your voice, or it could be that you just allow that inner expression to flow in your interactions. So where did that come up? The numerology, I believe. So to allow your inner expression to flow within your interactions with people, within your conversations with people. Overall, we'll find ourselves probably very busy, but I think we embrace the busy. So make sure that you're taking time to just be. Okay, it's quite easy to lose our focus, let our optimism and passion make a rash decision that we will come to regret later. So strive to maintain that balance, that authenticity in all your interactions. Think things through before you act upon them. And let's go to the cards. Our underlying energy for today is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Look at that new path we see laying in our tomorrow. As we look forward, as we look down our path, we see this beautiful path opening up to us. But in order to step into this path, we need to let go of some things, okay? So we have the cups behind us, and we are turned away from those things in order to go forward, which means that we have to change some priorities in our life of what we do on a regular basis, of who we see on a regular basis, of how we utilize our time, our energy, our resources on a regular basis. And it's probably ways that we do like doing it. We may have to tighten our belt. We may not be able to go through the drive-thru every morning to grab that beverage and a Danish or something. Now we are preparing it at home, and we're saving, maybe like $100 a month just doing that, because we're going to utilize that $100 a month for, promoting ourselves, or advertising, or joining a group, or taking a course. So it's not necessarily that we have to, we'll never be able to go through a drive-thru again. It's just we change it in our priorities of what we need and what we need most as tools in our life in the now, so that we can go forward in our path. And if we want to invite them back in again at a later date, absolutely. It is our life. First card is the Six of Cups. Okay, I wonder if in some way we uncover a limitation that we never really saw as a limitation. We didn't ever see ourselves doing it. Somebody pointed it out, and it was like, oh, maybe you have been trying to do public speaking and you're just not getting it, or you're doing YouTube videos and you're just not getting it. And somebody finally left a comment and says, you say like every third word. And I love your message, but I cannot take all the ums that you add in there. And you don't even realize it because you're just listening to you in a natural sense. All of a sudden, every time you hear yourself go it'll be like this friction inside your body. You'll feel your body wanting to change that, to delete that. So we may slow down our pattern of speaking just a little bit slightly, so that we can make sure that we're not doing the every 2 seconds. And that's one example of many. But I think in some way something can be pointed out through our conversations with each other today that enlightens us, that gives us that aha moment, that epiphany of what we have been doing unintentionally to actually self-sabotage ourselves Here we're trying so hard, and it's something as little as saying the every three words. So apply this to your life and maybe ask somebody, what do you think it is? What could I be doing wrong? What could I be doing different? What could I be putting more energy towards? Where should my priorities lie right now? And we are under a busy energy, and there could be a lot of different things coming. I got, in your weekly readings, there was the expanding of horizons all over the board for us, okay? And some really magical and beautiful paths actually entering our lives over the next week. So if you want to watch your reading, if you haven't already, I'll leave the link at the end. But this is telling me that there's something that you need to move past, and you may not be able to see it. You may need someone to come in like this angel is doing. So you could be sitting just in meditation and allowing, something to come in that way. Absolutely. But I think with Mercury being so strong today, it could be in our minds. Absolutely. Or it could be through a dialogue with somebody else. Our next card is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is telling us that it's time to move forward, that we have matured, that we have grown, that we have... it's time to step into new possibilities, new adventures, new opportunities. It's time to look at what seeds we want to plant. This could be a very spiritual time for you as well. This is definitely about new beginnings, imagining your new beginnings, imagining the new starts that you want to step into. This could be mind, body, and soul and the healing of. It could be relationships. It could be that promotion you want, growing your stature in the community. What does it mean for you? Where do you want to level up in your life? Where do you want to level up in your life? Would probably be a really good way of saying it, because we need to refer it back to, the numerology is the 4, right? Our foundations. So where can we now have new growth? Based on knowing that we are grounded, that we have solid foundations in those areas, that we can build now, that we can take that next step, that we can, do the 2.0 version. And we have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands tells me that there has been successes in your past, in the recent past, in fact. And if you look back a little bit, you will see your accomplishments. So often we take our accomplishments as just something we do. And I don't care if it was you got the dishes done, because a lot of people don't get the dishes done every day, but you did. So it's an accomplishment. Celebrate it. I kept getting this message over and over again, and I've been getting it in my meditations as well, is about celebrating every moment. That life is just too precious not to take that moment and celebrate. So, and I find myself doing that because I'm redoing my front yard and I'm doing the gardens, as I told you. And then, I had the tree spirit show up. And so it's been an exciting time. But I sit there and I watch the birds come and go to the feeders. And I had a couple of hummingbirds today. So I was very excited about that. And just appreciating every single moment, every single blade of grass, so to speak. And now I'm doing the big one and I'm clearing it out. And I'm seeing, I'm seeing in my mind how I'm going to evolve it into this beautiful garden once again. These are dreams of mine that I've been growing for, they were 30 years old. They're 30 years old, these dreams. So yes, I am having my Saturn return, for anybody who's wondering that when I said that. But I made these promises to myself when I first got this property like 30 years ago. And then life took over. And, things got, where I started projects that got overgrown. And so now I'm clearing it out, and I'm finding that some of the flowers that I planted, we used to have a lady, and we didn't have any living grandparents. My parents were much older when they decided to have a family. So there wasn't any living grandparents, or the grandparents were overseas and we couldn't visit that way. We didn't have all the capabilities back then to reach across the oceans easily. So she was like a adopted grandma for us. We didn't call her grandma, And so when she passed away, she gave us the land, and well, for a price, but we had first offer or whatever, and I took a bunch of her flowers and stuff and I planted them. So these are flowers. I mean, she was born in 1901 or 1899 or something. So when she came over here, it was, so I've got all these, the antique garden varieties of some flowers that you can't even find anymore. And anyway, so, and I'm seeing these things, and they made it through, and so they're blossoming and growing, and, and just sitting there and doing something very simple like that enriches your entire life. It gives you that vitality. It gives you that energy. And time seems to be more in abundance when you take the time to be grateful or thankful or appreciating the moment, celebrating the moment in any way you can. This is about celebrating who you are and grabbing those mission papers for your adventure forward. This is not a time to rest. Even though, I'm talking about sitting there and, I've got time limits. I can only do that for a certain period of time, and then it's to get to work here and get to work there and accomplish and do and grow the dreams through actions. And here, this is no resting. This is a time to go forward. Okay, boy, I've been babbling. Okay. We'll get an oracle card. I'll stop babbling. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. I must have a story that's relating to one of you out there, or a couple. Maybe your angels are working overtime for you. Be in service, the 41, which is a 5 energy. That's about creating joy, happiness, and laughter. And we can do that so easily when we are of service to another. We are of service to another. I mean, we can raise their energy up, and that energy can last for up to like 24 hours, but our energy can actually be raised for 72 hours, so the scientists say. So they've been doing a lot of research on paying it forward and doing acts of kindness and being of service to others who cannot help themselves, or being of service to the environment or the community to make it grow and prosper. Give back to the world. When we give in equal proportion to that which we receive, we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of our services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, holding a door open, joining in a cleanup effort. Look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help to create the energy needed to support humanity. So yeah, it's a wonderful way to raise your energy. Be of service, okay? You're unemployed, you're upset, you don't have a job, then get out there and volunteer somewhere where they need you. And as soon as you start to understand that you are needed, that you are worthy, that you are deserving, that you are a wonderful person, and you give of yourself so freely, don't worry, the job is right around the corner. Or maybe they hire you wherever you are donating your time. Our animal card is the 6 of water, and it is the goose. So here we have the goose. See if the words come in clear enough so I can hold it up there. Oh, come on. The love and care. The love and care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. So it could be our dreams. It could be also our inner child. We allow our inner child out to play. It really is the season of the Gemini, and allowing that inner child to come out and frolic and play and allow our creativity and our self-expression to transform our world around us and transform us in the process. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.